words matter. The words I use, the words you use, and certainly the words uttered by the President of the United States.
All right, let's pause it already. Pause it already.
Yeah.
Why? There is nothing that I hate more than fucking journalists, supposedly anchors at CNN. Why do they talk like they're talking to a kindergarten class? How stupid do you think your viewers are? What adult speaks to another adult this way? Am I being crazy? This is how you speak to a child, a very small child, by the way. You don't speak to a 10-year-old this way. They kind of roll their eyes. Words matter. The words I use, the words you use, and even the words the president uses. Is this a Dr. Seuss book? Like, who the fuck speaks this way? And yeah, you know, words, yeah, they matter a little bit. Actions are a lot more important, but whatever. But it's just, I don't know. It makes my blood boil.
Black Lives Matter, and the fact that she's stealing the slogan for something less important really is going to get in the way of the movement of the downtrodden.
Black lives matter, but words seriously matter. So let's focus on words. Because, you know, black lives, they come and they go, but words, they're forever. Okay, Brooke Baldwin. Words matter.
Ignite and inspire and also intimidate and divide. And I just wanted to take a moment today to call your attention to some of the language President Trump has been using as of late. And just before I do, keep in mind, this is the man who holds the most sacred office in our country, whose revered position is one our children...
Pause it. You know, a lot of times I'll say that this whole government thing is just some crazy cult, some crazy religion. But every now and then, you just got to pay attention carefully to where they go. Donald Trump holds the most sacred position in our country. Sacred. Really? That's how you describe the presidency? I've always just described them as war criminals. But I guess to CNN, and this is and that really does tell you something, that this is the media, how they look at government, that you're sacred. You're in a sacred office. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think it would be kind of hard for you to hold somebody's feet to the fire if they're sacred, right? But that's how you look at it. Basically, what she's saying is it is sacred, but Donald Trump isn't. The presidency is so sacred, and here's Donald Trump just, oh my God, it's terrible. Unlike all those other demigods, Donald Trump is just a dick. And, you know, because words matter so much. Words matter. Go tell that to some of the Iraqi children that George W. Bush butchered. That'd be like, what, he never said anything mean about you. Does that make you feel any better? I know you just watched, you know, your mother and your little brother get fucking decapitated in front of you, but like he said, Islam is a religion of peace. So we still consider him sacred. Because, you know, words matter. Bombs, not so much. Back to Brooke.
Should look up to. Here was President Trump speaking at a rally last night in Minneapolis, hurling insult after insult, starting with the city's mayor, who had warned Trump to pay his bill in full for holding this event in his city.
Minneapolis, you got a rotten mayor, you got to change your mayor. You got a bad mayor. She's either really stupid, okay, or she's really lost it, or maybe there's a certain dishonesty in there someplace. Hunter, you know nothing about energy. You know nothing about China. You know nothing about anything, frankly. Hunter, you're a loser. And your father was never considered smart. He was never considered a good senator. He was only a good vice president because he understood how to kiss Barack Obama's ass.
All right, pause it. Pause it right there. You know, just like, I'm wondering, I really wonder, even like just the regular CNN viewer, you know, airport travelers, how do they feel when this starts with serious kindergarten teacher tone? You know, words matter and words can hurt, and the presidency is sacred. And here's our president. And he's like, Hunter Biden, you dumb fuck. You're blah, blah, blah. It's like, aren't you, even as you wait for Delta Flight 243, just kind of cracking up laughing? It's like, I don't know, guys. This is hilarious.
And they're having so much fun. I mean, it's such a party footage that you just opened up on.
And it's amazing that after 3 years of Donald Trump, more, because I'm considering the whole 2016. I mean, this was him campaigning, right? They still have not found one like inch deeper way to analyze
then
what's going on here.
Not nice.
Oh, this isn't nice. You're not supposed to talk this way. It's like, okay. I mean, look, I am actually, if you were to put everything else in the proper prioritization, right? Like, I do kind of agree that maybe you don't really want a president who's speaking this way. It's funny and entertaining, but like, this is a little bit crazy. I was a Ron Paul guy. It's like a country doctor, very proper Christian guy, would never speak this way, you know? But all these years later, and the only speed you have is the most surface thing. You can't just like scratch the surface a little bit. Just get your nail on that a little bit deeper and go, oh, what's going on here? Okay, well, this guy has decided that he's throwing out that rule book. He doesn't play that way. It's like, no, I say what I want to say. And guess what? He won the election. You know, if people really agreed with you that what's really important here are words and the sacredness of the White House and the fact that a president never says ass, I don't think they would have voted for Donald Trump. Seemed like other people thought other things were a lot more important than that. Or maybe they like that. But at best, they thought this isn't the most important thing. And you still can't even scratch the surface. And by the way, you, just in your one-off comment seeing this video for the first time, at least did that. You scratched the surface a little bit. You went, man, these people are having a good time. I mean, there's something there that's interesting, that Donald Trump has done something that, look, all these politicians, right? When you get to campaign season, and for years, way before Donald Trump was involved in politics, I would always talk about this, is how weird I thought it was that they make it kind of a party. Like, you know, when people come to the night after the Iowa caucus, and the guy who comes in first, Barack Obama comes out to give a speech and there's balloons and everyone's there partying, and it's kind of like a party. It's like, yay, we're all having a fun time, Now I've always thought that was kind of weird, right? Like, who does that for a good time? Goes to especially when they're not even someone who believes in anything. It's like, who is that person? It's a very weird thing. But since everybody uses this party model, we hold a rally, we have an event, what Donald Trump has done has made his party a way better party than any of your parties. I mean, I don't care who you are. You cannot tell me that any group of people are having more fun going to see a politician speak than those guys seeing Trump speak. Because he's just going to vamp. He's going to go off the cuff. He's going to curse. He's going to say shit that you didn't expect him to say. And it's like, okay, so this is what's going on. And all you've got to deal with it is like, words matter. And oh my God, he said Joe Biden kissed Barack Obama's ass. Are you as outraged as me? This is a professional pearl clutcher is what she's doing right now. She's just like, here, I'll pass out some pearls and then you can clutch them. Are you right? Oh my God, why would he say that about Hunter? It's so mean. Like, okay. The funny thing about it is that she's speaking like she's she's speaking in the tone like she's talking down to children, but she's actually the one who's being a child here, because this is just unimportant. Okay, so he said Joe Biden kissed Barack Obama's ass. Can Joe Biden not handle that? Well, if he can't handle that, maybe he can't be commander-in-chief of the military. I don't know. But I also just don't get how any normal person watches this and just doesn't laugh at the Trump part. As I say all the time, I think Donald Trump's a war criminal. I think he's been an absolute disaster as a president. But every single time a clip comes up, I have a smile on my face because it's just hilarious. It's hard to deny. And you know me, funny first. All right, let's keep playing.
Just adding to that, just in the last week, we have also seen the president call a sitting U.S. Senator Mitt Romney a pompous ass on Twitter.
Oh, my God.
He called the investigation into his Ukraine phone call, and pardon my language, but I'm just directly quoting the president, bullshit. And when he saw a Fox News poll yesterday that he didn't like, he singled out the pollsters in a tweet with 2 words, they suck. Again, this is the president of the United States. And again, I come back to our nation's children, because they are plugged in, they are watching, they are listening to the president and to their parents. And so I want to leave you with this image of a little boy, presumably being held by his dad, at President Trump's rally last night. And do you know what his dad was teaching him, according to the Yahoo White House correspondent who was there and snapped these photos? He was teaching him how to boo the media.
Kid was red-pilled real early.
He can't be older than 6. And if you look really closely on his T-shirt, it reads, "Oh, the places you'll go." The name of a popular book by Dr. Seuss, a book with a message of hope and inspiration. And it just left me wondering, whose words will be more enduring?
This is actually news for grown-ups. Like that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. First of all, where they say kids are plugged in and they're paying attention. I don't know. My baby's only 10 months old. She's pretty into Elmo.
Also,
I don't know how plugged in the kids are, but go ahead.
Trump's one of the best at Twitter ever, so they might as well learn from the best. I mean, that guy
really
managed to win a presidency off the power of his Twitter handle.
Yeah. And as you said, this guy to me seems like an excellent father. He is literally, that kid is red pilled from day one.
Yeah.
Already going in with a healthy distrust for the media. But by the way, it's like, come on, this is what you're missing, you fucking dimwit. They're having fun. They're having fun. It's a dad taking his kid somewhere and having fun. You go, he's teaching him to chant, boo, boo the fake media. They're trolling you, you fucking idiot. How goddamn dense are you? Yeah, because doing that pisses you off this much. And imagine, this is the crazy thing where Trump exposes the media, is that they take it as like this mortal sin to criticize them. He's saying boo, boo the media. Yeah, he's booing you, Brooke Baldwin. That's who he's booing. And you go, can you imagine someone's actually teaching their child to boo? And look at this shirt he's got on. It's a Dr. Seuss shirt. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a kid wearing a Dr. Seuss
But
shirt.
is there something great about being in a shirt that says, oh, the places you'll go, and it's on to television? Where you're screaming at the TV guy, boo.
Dude, I loved every bit of that. I also love that she's like, words matter so much, and then she quotes and plays all the things the president's saying. It's like, all right, well, you're putting it on your airwaves now, Miss Words Matter. And I'm only saying this because I'm quoting the president directly, but he said, bullshit. And you're like, all right, well, you just said it now. So what is this?
She's got a potty mouth.
Oh, my God.
I don't feel comfortable watching this.